Welcome to GBHBL Reactions. We are taking a look at something special today, newly released on the interwebs. Everyone's exploded with excitement because it's It Chapter 2, supposedly a teaser trailer, but at 2 minutes 55 seconds, I'm finding that hard to believe. So before we get into the trailer, before we start watching it, and then we'll talk about it afterwards, just want to preempt this by saying I really enjoyed Chapter 1. Now, I didn't think it was an amazing movie. It had it was basically good performances, well-told story with the odd silly bit, you know.
Yeah, the dancing.
That dancing scene at the end. Yeah. And the literal we float down here, making that a literal thing. I don't know how much I liked that.
I didn't mind it too much.
Yeah, but also that fact that then she's saved by a kiss as well, which is a bit stupid.
A bit much,
but we're not breaking down it Chapter 1. I thought it was good. Better than I expected, and I am one of those people that believe in it, in the sense that nostalgia has made people believe that the It TV miniseries, the one with Tim Curry as the clown Pennywise and the guy from the Waltons, can never remember his name, and all of those, is some sort of great movie, because nostalgia, I believe, has blinded people to what is actually a pretty boring, sometimes downright stupid. Yeah. I would ask people to explain to me, for example, the scene where the Jewish kid, I can't remember the character's name, Stan is in the house with the bird book, and the mummy's coming down the stairs, and the saying bird names makes the mummy go back up the stairs. Like that's the kind of shit that's in that. But it's really long, it's really boring, and obviously ends in a really lackluster way involving giant spiders, you know. Basically, it's good because of Tim Curry. We can all acknowledge that he put an excellent performance, and he's worth watching for him having a blast a lot of the time. Yeah. But it's not good. And that's all we ever had for it. So I never saw this as a remake. Like, for example, the Pet Sematary remake that we just got. Yeah. That was pointless because... it's awful. Yeah, apparently it is. I've not seen it. We'll eventually get to it. But that wasn't needed because Pet Sematary alone was good enough. Yeah. The original, it wasn't. It didn't do the book justice in the sense that I'm not saying it should have followed the book to a T. Jesus fucking Christ. No. It did not need to do that. But it didn't do it justice. Yeah,
I think it was a scary enough story because the fact it doesn't end when they're adults. Like, it's a childhood monster, but it's not a child. It carries on. Yeah. I thought it was a good enough story. It's not just like, when they're little, they defeat it. It's like, no, it follows them. Well, this is obviously what Chapter 2 is. They're adults now, and they can't get away from it. So, I like it.
Yeah, so I am actually stoked for this trailer. I am stoked to see what's going on. And we're going to watch it. Yeah. It's Beverly.
I used to live here.
Won't you come in? It's the least I can do.
So this is the old lady scene from the original.
Well, you feel free to look around while I get the water boiling.
I worry about you, baby. I worry a lot. Good casting. Except for the bum chin. Can't get past that. Oop.
Nope.
See, I love that shit.
Now some music.
So she seems to recognise that song, so I wonder if that's something from the first.
It gets so very hot here this time of year.
It's fine.
Well, you feel like you could just about die. But you know what they say about Derry? No one who dies here ever really dies.
I'm buying. Thanks for the tea. Gotta go.
Noping the fuck out of here.
Yep.
It's a good face. Fucking old woman is killing it.
Tell me, how is
Breaks.
it
Just before it gets a bit weird, yeah.
It's good. Strange.
Strange? Oh my.
Is that?
I had some cookies in the oven before you came.
No.
Stay right there.
I'm alright.
No, I insist.
Just leave. Just
If
fucking
you're
leave.
lonely, Miss Kirsch, are these your family?
My father came to this country with $14 in his pocket.
What did he do, Mrs. Kirsch?
My father joined the circus.
That's wicked.
No. Is that Dwight Schrute? Oh, she can.
I was always Daddy's little.
They're letting the creep factor
What
on.
about you? Are you still his little girl, Beverly? Are you?
September 6th.
I thought he's kind of teaser in that sense.
Meeting of the Losers Club has officially begun. We can do this, but we have to stick together.
Hello.
Right. I loved it. I got to say, I absolutely loved it. That was great. The teaser part comes, obviously, as all the sort of cuts that we get at the end, where we get this effect of most of the old lady scene. I think it's really well done. I'm going to skip through some of it.
Yeah.
So, good casting for Beverly. I think it's pretty effective, as you see, compared to the two there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get a first sort of creepy sort of vibe here, where she moves. Yeah, I love that. See, I'm an absolute homer for the Silent Hill creaky nurse body breaking shit. I've always loved that. It's done really well. That obviously was CG, but it's kept so far away and out of focus. It looked good.
Fine,
yeah, like that's some good shit, because I know that will get plenty of not so good stuff.
Yeah.
And this little scene here, you kind of like, it's building up dread, building up tension as she speaks, leading to like that frozen face.
Yeah. And
Like,
adding the heat into it as well. Like, you can tell it's going to be, it's hot, like
uncomfortable.
stifling.
Yeah.
I like that.
Whoever the old lady is, whoever the actress is killing it. That's some excellent. And so she just holds it for what's good 5 seconds, and then like that.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
I like the teaser.
But obviously it leads up to a sort of bigger scare where she's looking at the family pictures. I wanted to stop it where she's looking at the photos. So this is an interesting thing, I think. First off, actually, this is again another nicely little done scare. I don't think there you go in the background. Move the mouse around it.
Well.
Yeah.
She's already like getting
Naked.
or whatever.
Naked old lady. That's quite scary. So it's not Dwight Schrute. Yeah, he's not actually joined the circus. He's selling beats.
Will I grow up to be a clown?
So this is intriguing. Obviously, we talked at the start regards to the ending of the book and the ending of It TV miniseries, which is Giant Spider, which universally acknowledged to be quite shit. Now, I always wondered what this film would do. Would it just stick to that? It stuck to the source material pretty strongly so far, so would it just stick to it? And would we get some horrible CGI thing at the end that was really disappointing? But this... Now, initially I just thought this was mind games from maybe Pennywise, trying to drop hints at him and kind of what he does, whereas always his power starts to wane. So, like, you'd often see him where, like, in the TV miniseries where he'd appear as someone, but then parts of the clown would come out and stuff like that. But this might be something more, and I'm going to make a presumption here that actually we're going to get a bit of a backstory here, because obviously that's the actor that plays Pennywise, Bill Skarsgård. Bill Skarsgård, that's obviously him. So, was he a human back in the day? Like, did something happen? Is that what we're going to get here? Because obviously that's him, but not Pennywise. But there on the left, we've got the great Pennywise. Does that mean, like...
Yeah.
Am I against the idea of exploring a Pennywise backstory?
No, I'm not.
It's something a bit different. I'm not against it. It probably could be unnecessary. Kind of maybe remove some of the mystery.
Yeah.
But shit, I'd rather that than giant CGI space spider. You know, and I've read the book, and I've read a lot of King's work, and I know the Dark Tower, and I understand exactly all that semblance of what it is. But to a general audience, it's just going to be giant spider.
Yeah.
So we kind of, well, yeah.
But in fact, like I say, like, it still would be a mystery, because travelling circus is just that. Like, you would just travel through towns. Like, you don't set up routes. You would just travel through. So that's probably part of the creepiness. Is like, you wouldn't know these people. They'd be there and then they'd be off again. So
see, what's
build up kind of.
I mean, he looks
mystery.
He looks rich. Look at the outfit he's wearing, a pocket watch.
Yeah, it looks well.
Yeah.
Turned out as well.
What's quite interesting here is this split down here.
That's just split in the car.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, but it runs into her face.
Oh yeah.
Look. So yeah, that's quite an intriguing idea. What
so
else?
that'd be quite good.
So yeah, obviously then we get the first sort of scare, which will be a jump is a jump scare.
Yeah, it will be, but they've kind of eased it back for this.
I can live with it.
Yeah. Being
Attacked by a naked old lady. So it's out on September 6th. We've seen now. So there's the group. We not too sure. I think from this, what's called it? Obviously, we got Bill, James McAvoy.
Is it term leveled long bottomed?
Yeah, but that again, that tied it. That was the same as the original as well. So obviously the big name actor here is James McAvoy. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. He's a great actor, really is.
Perfect.
He's a character actor.
Yeah.
But he is James McAvoy, a very recognisable face.
Yeah, but Bill, I can picture him as Bill.
Well,
so
yeah,
I'm happy.
I'm not complaining. I'm
No,
just
no.
saying, jury's out until I see him do a more in this. Yeah. Obviously, there as well, we've got Bill Hader, who's obviously playing. Richie.
Smart mouth Richie.
Yeah, beat Richie.
That's
which
good casting. I like him.
Again, to me, it's Bill Hader. So I don't know. And admittedly, I'm not too sure who the rest are. I'm not sure who these two are. Who Beverly Mike is. I'm not sure who he is.
Was she the one that was out of Jurassic Park World?
No,
No.
Dallas Bryce Howard?
Yeah, it's
Bryce
not
Dallas
her,
Howard? No, I don't think so at all. But there you get the reflection of him as kids, lots of cuts of people walking. This is obviously the Chinese theatre, Chinese meal part from the original, where they at the end it was actually a good scene in the original because it was done in like a montage style around the table.
Yeah, they were kind of getting back together.
Connected, laughing and joking, but it ends with them open fortune cookies and like there's not one's like a crab, one's got an eye in it, one explodes in the blood. So obviously the reunion. Obviously we got some more Georgie bits with Bill, them connecting. So I reckon this film's gonna be interspersed with with scenes that were left out of the original movie or were filmed at the same time to be used here. That way we don't get a movie that's entirely focused just on the adults. Yeah. Which is actually a similar thing to what the miniseries did as well. Yeah. And it's a smart move because this child cast was excellent.
Yeah.
So
really good.
Yeah, you should not be like running away from Mike, finally remembering it. Yeah, I couldn't remember all the kids' names, but it's Mike. He is his part was underplayed in chapter 1, which was disappointing. Yeah. So hopefully as an adult he might get more here. Yeah. It really depends. So witness, Bill Hader looks shocked by something. Okay, so it's inevitable, but here's the first silly moment I feel.
Out of context, really.
It's out of context, but it's what they're giving me. Yeah. So I'm using it to what I've got, and I look at that, and instantly I get flashbacks of that weird dancing scene. Looks CGI as well. Yeah. So we got Mike. Again, the obsession with balloons. I didn't really love it in the first one. Particularly, there was a moment where a CGI balloon followed a kid down the tunnel. Yeah. And then like had Pennywise's face in it, but it was CG. It looked terrible. That don't look great either. Calm it down on the balloons. Balloons aren't that scary. No. Even if in the context of this movie.
It's the floating part, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're not scary. No. So there's a brief flash up here. Let's see if I can catch it. Looks like Pennywise coming out a window on the side of a building. It's fine, I guess. Also, that looked like young Mike. If you look.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
So again, yeah, definitely young.
So a flashback. Actually, that's inside a building. I thought it was like in an alleyway. No, you know what I reckon this is? I'm going to call this now. So, as a kid, his father worked in a slaughterhouse, the whole slaughterhouse deal. Yeah. Look at the burnt down roof. Look at the style of it. That's the adult thing, probably returned to the slaughterhouse his parents worked at, his father worked at. That's what that's the scene's about. The end, apparently. Nope. So that's a cool little visual, in it. But what's intriguing about this, so I can't tell, is that Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah, or has he done something to one of the other kids or something?
Yeah, like made him look like. But then is this part of what I'm saying about his history? Look, like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is to him before he became Pennywise the Clown, but like with makeup and stuff, like something bad happening to him. So I mean, he goes to say something there. This is one that jumped down me. I wanted to stop. This is a worry. What the fuck does that look like to you? Alien planet, an alien planet. Look at these things. Yeah. Which could mean we are heading towards Spider-Dome. You know? Because that doesn't look like that. Look at these. That looks to me, if they put spacesuits on them. That could be any alien planet anywhere. Yeah. So that's a little bit of a worry. Obviously, we get Carnival. We get more shots at the back with cuts. See if we can catch they're so brief, these shots. Them kissing as adults. Yeah, see? Really hard. Who is that? Yeah. I don't know who that is. Yep, blood. Yeah, see, look at this as well. That actually looks like the interior of an alien ship. Yeah. Shit! It's gonna be the fucking spider! A new one.
Well, we'll see how they do it.
Well, we will obviously see how they do it. So yeah, I'm gonna turn it back up because I love this final shot.
I like that music.
Not only the music, but also his voice. Man, Bill Skarsgård, like Pennywise, Like Tim Curry has done an incredible job that will go down in infamy. As it's a different take, a very different take, and that's fine. It had to be a different take, but I think by the end of it, we're all going to be very satisfied with his role.
Yeah.
That there is wicked.
Yeah.
And his voice has still got that innocence. One of the things I massively praised about the original. So, yeah, that's it. That's the It Chapter 2 trailer. Anything
So,
you
like,
want to add?
I'll say the whole thing with Bill Skarsgård is like, I think the first thing that made me go wow was when obviously the first scene with Georgie.
Oh, yeah.
He starts off all nice and like, oh, do you like? I can't remember what he said exactly, but he said he asked Georgie if he likes
Cotton
it.
candy and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then he kind of literally stops and then draws and goes all like.
Yeah, like
sinister.
he's putting a facade on to draw him in,
Yeah.
but he's got this desperate hunger.
Yeah, and I really like that.
Yeah.
It was just like what you expect. A clown just literally turned up to like all kinds of
It looks good. All right, I pointed out a few things I spotted in it that I'm not too sure about, but we shall see. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm happy with the casting and the people who actually know.
I want to see more before I get too excited. You
I
know.
just like James McAvoy. And
But there we go.
smash it, so.
There you go. It Chapter 2. Cheers for watching. Want to see more? Check out the other videos. Hit that like and subscribe.